everybody, today we are going to be taking a look at a fake device, a rip-off replica device, and this device is going to be the S24 Ultra. Alright. Okay, so we have this S24 Ultra, fake S24 Ultra here, and as you guys can see, obviously it is not the one made to, make it 100% believable. As you can see, it says smartphone on the box though. If you do look, it does say model S24 Ultra, gray, US, 8 RAM, and 256 gigabytes of storage. There is minor damage here. That's from earlier when I unboxed it, unfortunately. On the very back, no sort of label or indication, so my guess is this is just cheap packaging that was created, which is not that big of a deal since it was not trying to scam anybody out of listening, and I bought this intentionally for the cause on purpose of knowing that it was fake and for a review. So taking a look at the side here, same sort of smartphone logo on both sides. Nothing on the top, my bad. No sort of pull tabs indicating, showing kind of that it's somewhat realistic. And on the top, very generic packaging. If you were to block this out, it would kind of look like the S24 box, but a little bit different. So let's get right into the unboxing here. Okay, so not packaged the same, kind of poorly wrapped. Put the phone to the side just for a moment. Focusing directly on this box now for a sec. Nothing underneath the phone. Just this little excerpt. Again, very poorly packaged, as you can see. And I did just repackage this pretty much the exact same way when I unboxed it. So I did take a look at the earbuds just to see how they were. So this was me. Do not worry about that. So they do come with earbuds. They are USB-C. Put those off to the side. We do got a power brick here. And then a cable. Doesn't look like the worst quality. Kind of a smaller cable though. And it is USB-A to USB-C. So not an actual real cable. A loose SIM card ejector, which already looks like it's bent. A user manual with no clear indication that it's an S24. Kind of just basic information. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. And look at this. The fake S24 comes with a phone case. Very cheap, not the best. And what is this? Oh my goodness. I thought this was just some sort of padding. It's a screen protector. Huh. Out of the box, they include their own screen protector. It's pretty cheap though, so it's just some generic thing. Nothing else in the box. So we're gonna go ahead and just throw a couple of these just back in here for now. Now we're here for the device. device. Double check that's not anything important. It is not. Move that off to the side. Now this is the device. Okay, so on the back, it is quite an interesting color. It's kind of almost like a salmon, but like a goldish green tint to it. It's like a slight pearlescent. The build quality is actually quite nice. It feels really good in the hands. Edges look pretty good. Okay, make sure it's in frame here. Okay, let's just go ahead and power it on. Okay. And I did already power this on earlier, so it is already all pre-set up. Interesting part about this phone, when I was setting it up, there wasn't a setup. It was straight into the phone, no boot in, anything. It was power the phone on, and it just went right into Android. Nothing else. There's no welcome, English, setting up the device, nothing. So we're just gonna open the device. Obviously no pin. And let's see, here's, make sure that the camera is picking everything up quite nice, which it is, perfect. Okay, so stock seems fine. It's not the slowest thing in the world. It's not the fastest. So just scrolling feels okay. Okay, so it looks like pre-installed stuff. We have a couple things, as you can see, like Instagram, Telegram, other things. Line, Telegram X, TikTok, Netflix, X, WhatsApp, VK, just a couple apps, Doodle. Now let's see how well something can load. Okay, so let's just go into the settings here. Okay, still not the worst thing. It's obviously not the real version, so it's not going to be anything close. But at least scrolling doesn't feel terrible. I've had worse. Mirror vision. Don't know what this is. Okay. Seems like I can change some things. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Did not mean to bump into the camera. I am sorry. Okay. So we're going to skip the Play Store. We're not going to worry about that. Let's hop back into settings one more time and let's see if we can, about the phone, let's see what we can see. So I did pop a SIM card in, so I'm gonna have to delete this part to make sure this screen is off. So if we go into software and we go to the Android version where it says Android 14.0, normally for these phones, it's not actually true. That's not what this actually is. There's no way that a fake phone is using Android 14. But even while clicking on it, it brings us to the Android 14 little mini game, which I find is interesting. I don't know if it is duped or not, because this does seem like it does go a little bit faster than it should, because I think I've done this on a couple devices, and usually this little load-in takes a lot longer. But I'll bite. Because if this actually is Android 14, that is really good. Let's go ahead and just open YouTube. Excuse me. Let's just go to our good old-fashioned grab Rave. Okay, that is already a really bad sign. It crashed on YouTube. Now it's giving me kind of a hard time. I'm gonna crank this up to the max, which seems to be only 1080p. I don't know if that's just a video or not. So immediately, I'm getting really bad audio, like almost like grainy. That could be either from loose or blocking things inside the speakers. And I'm not sure what it is. And the video seems a little laggy. So let's go with our good old friend LTT. And we'll go to his newest video.
It was almost 2 years ago that we shot a video about a stunning Asus laptop display.
We're gonna crank up the
glasses-free
quality.
3D technology that was so cutting edge that Asus had to custom build it into older machines so that we could see it without them revealing the other hardware that powered it. But you never saw that video. Long story short, NVIDIA decided that you guys wouldn't be able to tell the difference between gameplay, even gameplay footage, and benchmarks of an unreleased... Oh, I just realized, we haven't told you what these are. We're using the Predator PSV27-2 gaming monitor, and...
Okay, so, not the best results. Let's try the S Pen. Okay, really nice click from there, but that pen feels really cheap, like it's about to break. We actually do have a little button. Interesting. I wonder if it works. Let's try. I don't know if it works. Really cheap pen though. And the tip is actually not fine point. It's actually quite like more like a bubble. Let's do a little signature. Go a little neater. Not really as neat as I'd like. Okay, interesting. So I've had worse pen feelings But it's just, this is just not it either. It's really cheap. Like, even this is like, the click's really nice, but just, it's loose. Let's see if this button works. Huh? Not a real button. Does not do anything. And just a double check. Because I think I've heard of one of these phones requiring Bluetooth. Nothing. Nothing. Not a single thing. So let's get something in frame here. And I'm going to throw this picture up for the review as well. This is with really good lighting as well. And we'll throw these pictures in the review. Let's even get another picture in here. Let's do a nice box with some RAM. We'll do a nice box of some RAM. We'll do one vertical and one horizontal. Okay. So the picture is not the worst I've seen, but it's definitely not good. What a very disappointing device. We're going to even do one more thing, and then we're just going to cancel out of this. We're not going to sign in, just in case. We're going to test the Wi-Fi chip in here. So we're going to go to speed test. And we're going to do by Okla, always my favorite. And I am connected to Wi-Fi on this device. And I do have 1 gigabit internet, so let's see. Looks like it is just not fully loading this website at all. That is okay. I know I'll work around. We do not need Google Fiber. We used fast. Okay, so on 1 gigabit internet on this device, the antenna / chipset in here is obviously not very good if it's only picking up 73 megabits. And I know it's megabits because Mbps is megabits per second and MBS is megabytes a second. Oof, really, really high landed and unlanded. I'm gonna have to blur this one out. So this phone is, build quality wise, really nice. Feels really good, but just the technical is just not where it's at. Say hi to the iPhone. They're really trying, but then they're not. At least the phone feels good in the calendar. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this Samsung S24 Fake Edition unboxing. I think our next video is going to be comparing this device next to a real version. And I'm not going to spend $1,000 on the real S24 Ultra, so I think I'm going to compare this to an older version. We will go with the Note 20 Ultra. Kind of give this a little bit of a fair game, see if this is any better than that. I doubt it. So we're going to see you then.